So Pisces, and again, this is for your sun, moon, and rising. So watch the others. But when I laid out these cards, I was like, wow, there's a definite theme of, what's going on with you, basically, is what I want to say. And I mean that in a heartfelt way, but I'm feeling like the Nine of Swords comes up first, and you've been feeling some sadness or some loss or grief or not feeling well. I mean, it is February, so there's many different types of flus and colds that are going around. And in fact, I have a stopped up nose myself a little bit, so excuse my wording here, but she has the blanket to her face, and yet the sunlight is coming in through the window and through the top of the window where the Nine of Swords are. See these Nine of Swords? So she's displaying her unhappiness at night. And I just got a feeling of deja vu or dizziness. That was very odd. So some of you that have been feeling, it could be your health. It could be that you've not been feeling so great. But I'm also looking at the cards around these as well. And beside is the Lover's card, which is a major arcana, which is two people that have a deep commitment and in love and like-mindedness. They have a spiritual essence, a spiritual bond. You can see how these two are holding hands. And in this card, they call it the Lady and the Lord. They even have two dogs. She has her two spears. He has his bow and arrow. And so it comes up right beside this Nine of Swords, and below the Nine of Swords is the Five of Chalices. So when I look at the way this plays out for some of you, and again, this is not all Pisces, but the Five of Chalices is stewing over past feelings, a romance that didn't work out, something that didn't work out, and you're continuing to brew over it. See how she's pouring the water out of the cups? She's just pouring them out. She has 3 good cups back here. And it's like focusing on the negative, focusing on the past, just because it wasn't perfect, just because it wasn't how you wanted things to resolve. You still have a little bit of that wanting to go down memory lane, and even the things that were negative for you, you're doing a little bit of that. You're focusing a little bit on that. See how the tree is very bare above her, no leaves. So this is really a space you want to get out of, a space you want to leave, because it's just not happening there. Nothing's growing there. And if she turns around and walks down this valley, it's a little foggy, but still the fog will clear and the sun will come out, and she'll see the positive. So it might be that some of you are up at night too. Maybe you don't feel good, but maybe you're focusing on, past loves, people. I'm feeling people just because of this Lover's card. Now it may not be, but it also may be making you sick. Some of you may be getting sick because you're focusing on the negative. And our thoughts rule how our body feels. Because I like to look how they catacorner each other. It feels like some of you focusing on a past relationship that may have been a really good one, and it may still work. But the interesting cards are around them. Around these cards, or you may be in a relationship right now that it's just not working for you, because I'm looking at the Nine of Swords, staying up at night. I'm looking at this card, and this is the same as the Devil card in traditional tarot. So this is like feeling bound to a relationship to the earth, to the earthly, physical stuff like alcohol, cigarettes, addictions. It could be shopping, but because see how he's looking at this trap? He's going to trap this bear, and this bear is right behind him. So he's working so hard to do this, and everything is really for their there for him. And, you know, it might be too that you're staying in a relationship or you're staying in a job that's just not working for you any longer because you feel bound. Remember, the devil card is when you think of the traditional devil card, I don't even like that word, but whatever. It's this awful looking creature, and then what looks like they're young. They're not kids, but they're young, like a boy and a girl being tied down, and there's fire. So it's being bound to the earthly part of life and to those circumstances that bring that up. Again, relationships, jobs, conditions that you don't like. And it comes on the side of this two people that have this commitment here, or that have had a commitment. This may no longer be for some of you. Or if it is, you know, it does touch this, it cat-corners this Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is about partnership, about it can be two people, it can be romantic or business, but coming together, and she's waving at the cargo going on. She's setting out on a new venture. So it can be a he or a she. I love the two frogs. I believe they're leapfrogs that are taking off with the wands here. So she's embarking. She's waving to her goods that she's sending out, like, you know, do good for me. So this is your last card, and I wanted to pick it up because it seemed important in the midst of everything else, that maybe you're upset at the beginning of the 2 weeks, and this may be the theme over February, the beginning of the last 2 weeks, but I do feel like you feel like there's hope because of this Two of Wands. The one card I haven't talked about is the Ten of Swords. And this is another sword card. This is the 9. You got the 9 and the 10. So the 9 is about staying up at night or not feeling well, not feeling good, feeling sick, crying, having anxiety. The 10 is like, you know what? I'm over it. I'm through with it. I'm done with it. See how she's doing this little bit of a ceremony? She has the 10 swords around her, and she's almost like saying, I'm letting go of this now. I'm just letting go because it's not serving me any longer to have these beliefs, to try to hold on to things. And it may be this relationship that you're in, because as you can see, and I'm not trying to be negative, Pisces. I'm just saying this, again, is just for some Pisces, but it's very interesting how these cards came up. It will be for some of you, and leave comments if it is. But she has the 10 swords. She's doing a little bit of a ceremony. She's like putting all the stuff in this cauldron, and it's blowing out. Like she's letting go. She's past it. She's done with it. And so then she can move on, or he can move on to creating a new outcome, a new venture. Got to get past these, focusing on what's kept you up at night, what's in the past. This card is in the past. This is the stinking thinking card. This is what I call the 5. This is the 5 of Cups. Focusing on who did me wrong song, what didn't go right with that person or with that job or with that company, or all of that. Don't let it keep you up at night. Don't let it make you sick. Some of you are going to be letting go of your current position, and some of you will want to let go of the job you're in or the relationship or whatever, so you can see anew. This card's very positive, so you can form a new identity for yourself. Yeah, because the letting go and the major arcana card of the devil, this means letting go of those addictions, letting go of our addictions or earthly feelings or love relationship or whatever's not serving you, so that you can form a new partnership or venture and excitement. Okay, I'm going to pull a few clarification cards. Interesting, Pisces. I pulled these. I was like, It has some themes to it. All right, so the first clarification is the Three of Pentacles. And this is learning new skills or new ways of handling your business. Like some of you are going to be intrigued about doing that. It might inspire you and motivate you. The Ace of Rods comes up. Okay, so that's very positive. That's new news. It's not a page, but it's a new beginning, new inspiration because it's a rod. See how this beautiful rod with the flowers and the sunlight streaming in, and there's a mountain with a castle on top. So feeling inspired, and that may very well go with this. A lot of red in here. So that second chakra, creative juices. Let's see what else comes out. The Four of Rods. Well, you're getting some rods cards. So they call it wands in this deck, but this is rod, wands. So this is about your work. So maybe focusing on your work, Pisces, or what you love doing. Because the Four is about celebration of that. Look how these two women are well dressed. Or focusing on what you need to, that inspires you to get to the point of this Four, which the Four is about creating a foundation for yourself. And see how there's the castle in the background and they're out here enjoying nature. Yeah, I like that for you guys. And then the Queen of Cups comes up. Okay, this could be a water sign. Well, you're a water sign. This could be you. It's a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Or it could be someone who has those traits of loving, nurturing. I'm going to get in trouble for saying that because I think it is a Pisces who got down on me one time and said, no, the court cards are who they are. Like this would be Pisces, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or Scorpio, or Cancer. So I'll go with that. This may be you starting to have a new relationship with yourself about what love means to you, about your compassionate self, about your devotion to others, what love means to you. It feels very much like it's about you being you. You allowing yourself to feel your emotions. Because there are some in through here. There are several in through here. These two are, although this is a sword card, she's obviously emotional. This is a cup card, she's emotional. So feel those feelings and let them move through you. All right. Okay, Pisces, interesting read. You all in the comments below, let me know if this reading made sense to you or if it resonated with you. Some of you it will, some of you, of course, it won't. And contact me for a private reading. Down below is my email, themagicalmatrix@gmail.com. I like to do a 9-card spread and or a Celtic cross spread when I do a reading with you. And then, of course, I'll do your numerology. That comes naturally. So that's below. Let me go ahead and add these up. This is 9 and 6 is 15. And 15 is 30 and 35. 45, 47. With doing 6 cards instead of 3 or 4, the numbers are larger and just making sure I add them up right. So let me do that backwards. 2 and 10 is 12, and 5 is 17, and 15 is 32, 38, 47. Yep, 4 and 7 is 11. That's a master number. That's a number of service, a number of, when I see 11 life paths, and that would be your birthday, every digit added up, and then it deduces to an 11. They're like lighthouses. I've said this many times, but they shine their light, and sometimes 11 life paths are confused by all of their ideas, but their main goal or focus in life is really to shine the light for others because they're very, very good at that. And so I feel like for you, Pisces, that Queen of Cups came up a minute ago. So it feels like that was you shining your own light. And the 11 in the major arcana is the Justice card. So Justice, to me, of course, it has the scales, the Libra scales in there. So it may have something to do with a Libra or legal system, but it's really about being fair and balanced. and balancing those emotions and balancing your life so that you feel like you can move into this new venture or this new renewed sense of creation, of what you can create.